looks like the Crimson Chin. Anyways, let's go on to the defensive streams for Week 9. First off, we'll start with the New England Patriots. Here we go. What are you thinking? This one, I actually like this one as well. Patriots defense seems like they're pretty good. And this is especially if Sam Darnold's going to be out.
I would say especially if Sam Darnold's going to be in.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I think I'm a little more worried about P.J. Walker and his ability to run with the football and make plays happen with his legs compared to Sam Darnold and his inability to make things happen with his arms or leg. Obviously Sam Darnold had like 5 rushing touchdowns through the first 3 or 4 games, but I don't know what it is, but Sam Darnold has fallen off a cliff. He's kind of gone back to what we've always expected Sam Darnold to be. I think this is why the Panthers are part of the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes, and they're trying to get him on the team. If I was the Panthers, I'd be doing everything I could to get Deshaun Watson onto my team, because when you have weapons like DJ Moore, Terrace Marshall out of LSU, Robbie Anderson, I know has been non-existent, but he's still a talented guy. They signed him to a contract extension, and then once they get Christian McCaffrey back, if they don't have to trade him to get Deshaun Watson, that offense will be pretty good. But the Patriots defense against a subpar quarterback in Sam Darnold, no Christian McCaffrey potentially. Yeah, sign me up.
Yeah. Would you play the Panthers defense in that matchup too?
I'm not mad at it.
I think both these defenses are pretty good. I think it's the lowest over-under. It's the second lowest over-under, 41.5 points. I think you could play both of them too.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I think the Panthers have one of the best run defenses, especially in terms of like yards per carry allowed. So you won't be able to run on them like the Patriots did this last game against the Chargers or other games. So yeah, I'm not mad at the Panthers as a streaming option either. Rookie on the road. I like it. So if the Patriots defense is available, for sure go snag them up. Throw them in your lineup this week. I'm not mad at it. That's pretty dope. Let's go on to the next.
Hello there. Hey, listen, right now, I know we talk about them a lot, but Underdog Fantasy, it has a really good deal right now. It's a player pick'em app. It's a DFS app. It's very similar to DraftKings or FanDuel, but this is better. It's brand new, very easy to use interface. But if you download the app right now and use promo code AVG, they used to hook up with $10 with your first deposit. Right now, they're matching you up to $100. So if you put $100 in the app right now on your first deposit, you will get an extra $100 to play around with. They got player pick'ems. You can even do a private match inside Underdog Fantasy. It's pretty dope. So you can like challenge people and whatnot. You don't have to maintain a team for all year. So you can just draft your team, play that week, draft the next team next week. You could do it daily in like a Thursday night game as well. So go check it out. Tons of prizes. Free $100. Come on, sign up. It's the best. And use promo code AVG. Now back to your video.
Defense, we got the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are taking on the New York Jets. Do I say more? Just kidding. The Jets put up a lot of points against the Cincinnati Bengals. So, but you're having faith in the Colts taking down the New York Jets?
This one's more of like we just see what's out there. Like I said, I was kind of going through the streaming defenses and seeing who's out there. And there weren't too many good matchups in terms of defenses that were
more
heavily available. Yeah. I do feel bad for the Bengals one because I think a lot of people started the Bengals defense. They were like a half a yard away from getting a pick six. I think the guy got tackled at like the half-yard line, so that would have given them 6 more points. But, who would have thought that the Jets, with a backup quarterback, no Corey Davis, that they would beat the Bengals, who were the number one, seed at the time? I don't know. It's just one of those games. I guess that's why they say any given Sunday in the NFL, right. You just never know what can happen. But I think that was kind of a big shocker for everyone, minus the New York Jets.
It's
team. So.
I was pretty happy for survival. But,
yeah. But yeah, the Colts at home. Jets coming off the high of winning at home. Now they're on the road. Maybe they have a what's that called when you're coming off like a high and you slump back down to reality. Because the Jets,
reality check.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. The Jets just still not a very good team. So
yeah. I think you could stream the Colts against the Jets. Yeah. I think that's not a bad move. Let's go on to the next one here. We got the Miami Dolphins
Just got to get all the Dolphins.
You got
in
him
there.
on every level, huh? You love it. Anyways, yeah. Miami Dolphins. You guys are playing the Houston Texans on Sunday. I think the afternoon game. Over under 46 points, so it's pretty average. But it's the Texans. Do we need to see more?
No, I mean, enough said, right? I mean, obviously, Dolphins lost 7 in a row. This is like a must-win game if they even want any glimmer of hope to make a playoff run. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I'm saying that, but they have to at least turn the ship around or right the wrongs.
People
in a
think
sense,
that the Steelers aren't going to make the playoffs last week.
Yeah, but it's Miami at home against the Texans. They've been pretty bad on defense, but like I said, it is the Texans. There's not many off weapons they have. I'm not really worried about the run game for the Texans. And outside of Brandon Cooks, I'm not really worried about any receivers for the Texans. And then obviously, if we could just get Xavier Howard to shadow Brandon Cooks and kind of limit him and blanket him, then there's not much of an offense for the Texans at all. On the road, it's hot, it's humid in Miami. Teams, Texans playing in a dome, I believe. Not used to that kind of weather. So, yeah, this is more of like just seeing who else is out there, but I'm not mad at potentially streaming the Dolphins defense this week.
Yeah, I think it's not a bad move. Dolphins defense, pretty available, so, there's that. What's the Dolphins defense? Let's see.
Miami's got to win. This is like a game where you're at home and you have to win, and if you don't win this game, then the season's just over. So I think they'll be hyped to come out and play this game and get back on the right side of the win-loss column.
It's like when colleges, they play crappy teams at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Anyways, hype up the team. It's like a preseason game for them.
Yeah, dude.
They're 11% rostered in the ESPN league, so they are definitely probably available in your league. So if you need one this week, go grab the Dolphins. And the last one here we'll talk on, this was one that I brought up, is the New Orleans Saints defense, who have been pretty decent in some weeks going up against the Atlanta Falcons. As far as, I'm trying to look at defenses that aren't super owned, I think it's not a bad matchup. As far as it goes, I mean, the Saints defense is pretty good. The Falcons losing options, losing Calvin Ridley, and they really don't have. I mean, besides Russell Gage and they have Tajay Sharp. It's and then they have Cordero Patterson and Mike Davis. I mean, that being said, I think the Saints defense will be able to stop a lot of that.
Yeah, definitely, I agree on this one. Saints are in Atlanta. Atlanta's home?
It's in New Orleans.
Oh, it's in New Orleans. Oh. Yeah,
Home
I like
game.
this one. This one's probably my favorite one.
I think it's a sneaky one.
This is probably my favorite one if I had to choose one.
Yeah. Just because the Falcons, it's the Falcons. The Panthers did put up – I think the Panthers' defense is low-key a little bit better than they're probably about – I don't know. If the Panthers' defense do well against the Falcons, I think the next week you got the Saints' defense going up against the Falcons. I know every team matches up differently, but Saints just beat the Bucs. I think they're ready to take on the Falcons and kind of destroy it.
Yeah.
Am I going to eat my words?
Nope.
It's a lock.
It's a lock.
Hey, did you like that video? No, not the one of Big Ben completely eating shit when nobody even touched him. I'm talking about our fantasy football video we just did. You just watched. Well, guess what? That was just a clip from the full audio podcast. So if you want to check out the whole thing, links down below. AVG Fantasy Football Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, all of them. Anywhere you can get audio podcasts, we're there. Go ahead and check it out. And if you don't want to look at your fantasy team to look the way Big Ben does right here, wait for it. Come on, replay. This is your fantasy team. But that won't be your fantasy team if you subscribe to AVG Fantasy Football. So go ahead, subscribe and like this video. Subscribe to the channel and like.